hell out of day rate. It sure did keep the wolves away, but it gave him the Father's gate. Well, behold. Oh, why, good morning. It's Sunday. Yes, it is. And Chet 3 Larson has decided, after maybe poking around on this channel, that he figured he might subscribe or make a comment anyways, because I'm looking at his comment here and it says to me, what fuel mix do you use for those old 1010s? Any recommendations on brand of oil? Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. I've been running the same concoction in my saws for a long time. I believe on feeding them the same thing consistently. Okay? Again, I can't tell you what to do, so I try to stay away from the words don't do this or make sure you do this. This is what I do. If I got a power saw, 2-stroke power saw, I find a brand of oil either by Husqvarna, Still, I believe Still, their oil's made by Castrol. Years ago I used to run Castrol Super. Oh, it was awesome stuff. I ran it for years, and I was running Chevron fuel. Geez, I ran that mixture for a long time, but then I swapped. But I didn't swap out the oil. I ran the same oil. Use good oil. Don't, there I go, don't. Try not to grab oil that has like an outboard motor and whatever on it. You know, like some, just use good stuff. Use good stuff. Freaking power saws cost money. Now the fuel mixture is something that is a topic that comes up quite often. What I do in that case is basically I run in between 40 and 50 to 1. But remember, when it's a 2-stroke motor, you could, if it's tuned properly, you can just sit there and hold it wide open, tape the fuel shut and just sit there and hold it wide open. Okay? A lot of guys, I think, you know, they feather their trigger a bit too much, and what that does is it carbons up. Plug and can create problems. Run it freaking hard, on and off the trigger, you know, kind of cutting you're doing, but just pour the coals to it, anywhere from 40 to 50 to 1, all day long. I've been running those max, you see me on 50, I would say about 45 to 1 for years. I've never blown one up. I mean, there has been one over time to just slowly eat itself up, but I run them hard, and I probably was on the edge on the high screw, you know, trying to squeak it a bit. So no, I 40 to 50 to 1, guaranteed. Hope that helps you. Auction, Indiana, morning. Heron's Forge, thank you for the comment, appreciate that. Drum travel fun. He's those teardrops are nice. They really are. They remind me of like the old movie King Kong. They remind me of like some jungle. They really are. They're beach, eh? Those drums are beach, and they are spectacular. I love those. Those will never go anywhere. They came to me in an interesting way. Friends, it's Sunday, and I do this video every Sunday. We're going to Victoria earlier than I thought today, and I don't want to come home from Victoria at 4 in the afternoon and have to pound this out and try and get it out to you by midnight. I'm not doing it. I'm doing it this morning, and I'm going to get it out. So I'm going to keep it a little shorter. But short, you know, long, medium, just remember the gratitude I have doesn't have to take me an hour to present it to you, or you know, half an hour. I'm telling you, friends, right now, the new subscribers, this is what this Sunday video is all about. You, the new subscribers. So if you've subscribed to this channel, I don't know how this came to you. It's growing. It's got a bit of a buzz in the comment section now, so there's activity, which freaking warms the cockles of my heart. Abby, there's a family that I built an axe for. The Burwell, the Tony and Sarah and Abby, Abalone, and she made a comment the other day, and I. Wow, I'm back, Abby. The battery died. That was crazy. It scared me. So Abby, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for commenting. So that was just neat to see when Abby came on and made a comment, and it just really shows. It shows, and I'm talking super serious right now. I made a decision in the beginning, opening up this channel, that I would not swear on the channel. I find it boring. I swear enough at work, but I find it boring. It is. It's boring. So, yeah. So I chose and made a pact with myself that I would not swear, because I want children and I want families to be able to come home at night and sit together and watch this. And I know there's a bunch of yous out there that do that, and I love yous for it. I really do. It's such a family-orientated situation. That is incredible. So, friends, we need to keep that rolling. That's what this is about. Okay? That's one of the things it's about. So, that out of the way, Abby, thanks for commenting the other day. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that. I was probably going somewhere else with it. But, Tony, thanks for that video the other day. Tony bought an axe from me, and he just... you know, when somebody buys an axe from me, I ask a couple of questions. You'll notice I'll ask, you know, what's its main purpose, or how tall are you, this and that and this and that. Well, I nailed Tony, and I nailed him. He sent me this little video, and obviously he loves splitting wood. Most men do. Well, it fit him. It fit him. He'll attest to it. Thanks for doing that, Tony, and sending that. All the feedback I can get on that stuff, friends, is huge for me. It helps me morph as an axesmith. So yeah. Okay. I want to, every Sunday, I do this. I go on and I basically do a few shout outs. So I'm just going to shoot over to the subscribers and see who's popped in here in the last week. And looks like Blown F150 has. How are you? Welcome, my friend. It's great to see you. Mega Schwigger. Cool. 1 day ago. Awesome. Welcome, pal. Sean McQuilkin. I like that pipe. I used to have a pipe hanging out of my mouth when I was a little kid riding my pedal bike around. I like the taste of it. Welcome, pal. Oops. 60. Love. 269. Love. Haha. Good man. Or woman. Child. Welcome. The Big Boy Spine Straw. Interesting. Welcome, my friend. Hey, that's cool. Mike Condon, Richard Garrison. Friends, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Josh Boy. Very cool. Felipe Reneval. I love it. Cool name, Felipe. I like the picture of your dog there. That's very cool. And Derek Reiser, thank you as well. Ali Saad. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I know a gentleman named Tom Saad or Saad. Now, is that a relative of yours? Are you connected to that man? Very nice fella. And if not, welcome, my friend. I love to see women. I love to see women. Oh, and there's another one right underneath. Natalie Russo. Thank you, gals. This is great. See, this is what I'm talking about. Versatility. It just makes me so happy. The kids and Abby talking, and there's Oli and Charlie and his brothers and sisters, and you guys, Brad's kids. I failed to mention Brad the other day. That video I did, Friends with the True Blues. That's why I said right off in the middle of the video, this is a random thing. There's like a ton more names that I'll probably miss. You know, oh, Good Day Farm there. Hey, Trav. He's oh, maybe one day I'll make the True Blue list. Buddy, you're on there. Don't be crazy. Anybody who supports this channel and is active in the comment section and who, you know what I'm talking about, buddy. So that's awesome. Burstin' George, buddy. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Really glad you're here. Same with you, John Sweet. That's a sweet name, John Sweet. I like that.
Go!
Matthew Ogden and Tim Massey. Tim, great looking family, pal. Awesome. You guys look like a happy little couple there. Your little baby there. Very cool. So this is 2 days ago. You know. Enrique. Very cool. Matt Beaver. Looks like Matt's got a hard hat on his head. Maybe some earmuffs. You cutting trees, Matt? Look like you're up in the air there. Don't fall, bud. Don't cut your rope. Welcome, my friend. David Hoops and Tyler Lubis. David Goodwin. Cy Barsby. I like that name. Dustin Dix. Welcome, Dustin. Very cool. So that was like 2 days ago, friends. You see, so this is, people are kind of coming in pretty good now, which is just awesome. You know, Rob Whitford pulled in. I don't know what Rob was doing, but he was probably sitting down after a hard day's work, watching the channel. Said, this guy's kind of whatever. He's got a power saw in his hand. Maybe he's all right. This bucking character. Let's see what he's all about. Hit subscribe. Good man. You're in for a treat. Whoa, who's that? West Coast Logging. Alex. Billy Ray Smith. 10-4, buddy. Cheers, pal. Those look like old growth buggers there. Them last bit of timber you were walking through, they look like residuals that were left by the loggers before. Like them big ones. All that thick bark on it. But that's nice fur. It's tight fur, if I'm not mistaken. Really tight green fur. Yeah. They left them for a reason back in the day. You know that. Anyhow, Shannon freaking Bonets, welcome. My Cow Life. Jeffrey Davies, you crazy people. Herb Little Jr. Herb, did you run into Bill Block and subscribe together in the same day with Mount 46 Rain? I think you probably did. Wayne Powers did. He met up with Mark Rowan and Marvin Wagner. You guys did so. John Coley. Michael B. again. I said to you, Michael, the other day, you dirty dog, you. Daniel and Stephen Keller. Gillespie, Daniel Gillespie. Gillespie, I like that. So, friends, just a few names. There's Abigail. Abigail Burwell. I know Abigail. She goes to the woods with her old man to keep an eye on Tony so he's not busting up his axe. You done any golfing? He's got a pretty good swing. He's a big man. He's a big, strong guy. He splits that wood. He enjoys it, you can tell. Who doesn't? I'm sick about that stuff. Catlogger 83. I love catlogging. I broke in skidder logging. Eh? Man, I love skidder logging. That's when I learned about, like, getting on the backside of a lean. That's when I learned all about that. Big field farm cedars, you know, on the edge of a property line. All the limbs growing over one way and not much on the inside, of course, because there's a forest on the inside, right? There's a forest on the inside, so all the limbs are out on the field. So you back up to it and you just jump off the arch and you throw a choker. I'm talking 12 feet high, max, maybe. And you send the skidder out on a little bit of an angle, like literally just out, you know, and he slacks out the cable. sucks her up and put an undercut facing just beside the skidder and flop her down. It was a wonderful thing to do. I love skidder logging and cat logging similar. Anyway, friends, I want to keep this kind of, it looks like the Bethwell Baptist Church, Iowa Falls. Welcome. Yeah. HLLT 22. Looks like we're coming up on a week here, friends, now. Isaac Stone. Awesome, buddy. John Kirkland. Sweet that you've subscribed. I totally appreciate that. Yeah. So, Terrence Lewis. What have you done? Thanks, buddy. Yeah, that looks like it, friends. We're kind of right up on there. I wanted to get Abigail in there. Hey, Abby? That's great. Oh, this is cool. So, Andrew Smith and Blake Reinhardt, 57 fitter. Okay, I gotta stop. That's a week ago. If you subscribe to this channel from Sunday to Sunday,
I love the way splitting feels. I love it, you know. You get, do you know what I'm saying about that? Getting the sweat on and get that heart pumping. You got to get that heart pumping. I'm 46 years old and I've been smashed up so many times. If I don't get my heart pumping, my kids are going to be running circles around me, you know, and I don't want that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It might be a little different than what you're used to. And I urge you, friends, anyone who's new here, the content has been heavy on axes lately because I was silly enough about 4 or 5 months ago. Again, subscribers were asking me to build some axes, and I kind of dodged it for a while. I've been building my own axes for falling and banging wedges and splitting wood for years. Anyway, and there was a few subscribers that were kind of poking at me and asked me, and I thanked them and said thank you. I appreciate that you like the axes, but I you know, they're just kind of for me and this and that. Well, I calved one day and I said I'll make 20 axes. Well, that turned into a monster, and it hasn't really stopped. So I'm on the search for axe heads. I love it, friends. You know, anybody who buys an axe, I've sold quite a few now out there, and there's my Ireland friends and overseas friends have bought some, and I take great pride in it. Great pride in it. Yeah, I'll stand behind anything. I love making axes. Such a big part of my life right now. So that's why there's a bit of content. So I mix in the falling and the tree work and that. So anyways, you know what? I want to get this video uploaded before I go to Victoria. And we're leaving here in about an hour and a half. So that leaves me a little time with Movie Maker. And then hopefully a download. Hopefully I'll get it out. I don't want to go on too much longer, friends. It's just a huge thank you. It's just a huge thank you. Every time I turn my head and look back at the screen, there's new subscribers. Friends, this to me is... There was a video the other day I watched, somebody watched. I had 53 subscribers. I think Lip Ripper was the only guy watching my videos. You know what I mean? Pop over and see the G-Man Lip Ripper. He's just a great guy. You know, he's like my first true blue, you know, and he's such a great guy and consistent guy. So listen, I love everybody that comes to this channel. Thank you so much. But this is for the new subscribers. So if you subscribed in the last week, come in here for a second. Come on. Or there's a little hug for you, a little Sunday hug. The Pathfinders know when the hug comes in, the video's almost to an end. They know this. Friends, one last thing. There's messages coming in. I have Facebook, but it's just my personal Facebook, and I know lots of messages come in there, and I'm just learning how to kind of work that stuff too. So if you leave a message and I don't get back to it, it's probably because I haven't seen it. I know the spot to look now, though, so I'll look there more often. But obviously email, you know, if you had a very important question or something you need to talk to me about, you can contact me. Believe it or not, you can contact me through Buck and Chop Shop as well, the little store that we have, Buck and Billy Ray's Buck and Chop Shop, which is cool. So we've got new products coming into. I just found a couple new little products that we're going to throw up in there. They're neat. I want to keep the store different, friends. You know what I mean? It has to be different. It just does for me. So you can contact me through there. If you're looking at the store, there's a little place where you can contact me. It takes you right to my email. So the store, the chop shop, Buck and Billy Ray's Buck and Chop Shop, is basically buckandbillyray.com. It's that simple. buckandbillyray.com. It'll take you right to the chop shop. And it links to the channel. So Patrick did a real good job with that. So, hey, you know what? 2.5 years gone by and we're kind of trickling along here. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So, but I can't stress enough. I cannot stress enough. The comment section. Very, very appreciative, friends, what you're doing in there. Let us stick it into high gear today on welcoming new subs. Let's put it in 4th gear and throw the gas pedal to the floor. Just mat it to the wood, we used to say. Put her to the wood. Let's welcome the new people. It makes it so nice for them when they show up, doesn't it? Remember how you felt? What about Beefy? The beefster, the beef stew, beefaroni. He shows up and I see this huge welcoming from all these people. Think about that from my point of view, friends. Hey? Don't stop that. Don't stop that. We're going to grow this year. I don't ask for, hey, I'll see you next week on my video, and if you like the content, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Do whatever you want. You see the video, make up your own mind. I don't have to tell you and ask you and beg you for things. If I see something that I like and appreciate, I do this or that or whatever. That's what they're there for. And apparently it does help things. It helps the channel. I don't know how. It does. So, in saying that, help with the groceries. Over and out, friends. Be kind. And that's my Sunday video. New subscribers, thank you. Over and out.